Hi, my name is Cindy Gellermini, and I'm the author and illustrator of the children's book series, Robbie's World and His Spectrum of Adventures. Robbie was a beautiful, blonde-haired, blue-eyed little boy, and he also had severe autism and was completely nonverbal. In November 2017, Robbie had a seizure in his sleep and he never woke up. Robbie went to heaven that day.
The day that Robbie went to heaven, as someone left, they went out to my front yard and they said there was this little penguin on my front yard. And things like that just kept happening. We kept finding penguins everywhere we went. Finally, the day came where we went to clean out his room. The very last movie that Robbie was watching was Happy Feet. We realized, I think we're getting a message from heaven.
Is a penguin who likes riding in the car. His mama always says, "I love you just the way you are." I wrote the children's book in his memory, telling stories of when he was a little boy. I did 340 illustrations to tell the story. You may be familiar with our story. 2 years ago, the story of my necklace went viral.
Her most prized possession, a priceless pendant containing ashes of her late son.
A 26-year-old had autism and suffered severe seizures.
He said, I think I found your necklace. And
What began as a project just to tell stories about my son's life, it actually turned into an amazing teaching tool.
What does that say?
Robbie.
Oh.
These books are perfect for teachers to read to fellow students so that they can learn about other classmates or friends that may have autism. Every morning, all the penguins sat for circled time, but Robbie didn't like to sit. He got up every time.
This is Robbie the penguin.
Ooh, the baby penguin.
Children and adults will learn about autism in a really cute and funny way. Teacher talked to Mama and said, "Robbie doesn't talk. He likes to flap his flippers, and he really likes to rock."
He's going back and forth. He's rocking.
She fastened Robbie's seatbelt and she put him in the car. She looked at him and said,
I love you just the way you are.
They're also perfect for parents who have children that have been newly diagnosed with autism. Parents can read these stories to learn about their own child, and then they can share it with other family members, grandparents, and caregivers. There are 4 chapters in each book for a total of 12 chapters. In book 1, Robbie goes to preschool, he goes swimming, goes to the fireworks, goes to a parade, and rides the bus. In the meantime, the doctor will diagnose him with autism. He'll have a couple meltdowns. He'll begin to show sensitivity to food textures. He'll show oversensitivity to smells and sounds. He'll start doing a lot of eloping. He'll start going to a special school where he'll ride the bus, get speech therapy, and start using the PEC system. Book 2 takes place in the fall and the winter, where Robbie plays in the leaves, meets Santa Claus, and goes sledding. But you'll also be learning about stimming, trouble sleeping, seizures, and how difficult it is when his routine is thrown off. At the end of every chapter is a Mom's Minute where I address the adults that are reading the book and I tell them exactly what just happened in that story. Book 3 takes place in the spring and the summertime. Robbie will splash in the puddles, jump on the trampoline, go swimming at the YMCA, go to the beach, and go to church. And Robbie's crazy adventures continue as he sets off a fire alarm, bringing the fire department, and more eloping.
Hey. That's a naughty penguin.
In the final chapter, Robbie takes an amazing adventure with a little pink kitty cat angel that takes him to a place where music is in the air. He can eat whatever he wants with no more tummy aches, no more sickness. He rides roller coasters, swims with the dolphins in the crystal sea, and is so happy he never wants to come back. Children of all ages will love the stories, and they're available on Amazon.com.